Hi again, everybody. Welcome back to Enjoy English School. I'm Bruce.
And I'm Lori.
Today in your magazine, in the science section, we're going to be talking about glowing mushrooms, the fairies of the forest. Now, a fairy is an imaginary creature. Usually they can fly, they have a little bit of magic. So what is this doing in a science section? That's what we're going to talk about very, very soon. You've seen a fairy if you've ever watched a Walt Disney movie. At the beginning, there is this woman, small woman, flying around. She has a wand and she has magic, and that introduces the Magic Kingdom, which is the beginning of a Walt Disney movie.
没错，所以呢，今天我们来到这个探索科学的单元，要来看到的文章的主题呢是森林中的精灵绿光蘑菇哦。所以刚刚呢 ，Bruce 老师提了一个很有趣的问题，他说在探索科学的单元里头，怎么会出现想象中的生物精灵呢？但是我们来看看今天的文章，我们就应该会知道答案是什么了。
Okay, let's get busy with the first sentence of the first paragraph. There are about 100,000 known species of fungi, including all mushrooms. We're talking about a kind of plant. Usually when we talk about plants, we think of flowers and vegetables and trees. Certainly those are plants, but there are other kinds of plants that are quite different from those. Fungi, mushrooms, mold, and many other strange but living things. We have 100,000 species of fungi, and of course you've seen mushrooms and you've eaten them as well. So there are 100,000 different kinds of them.
所以一开始我们来看到文章的第一句啊，进入了讲到说呢，这个现今啊，包含所有的蘑菇来讲的话呢，大约有10万种已知的这个菌种啊，或者菌类。这里呢，我们看到刚刚呢讲到，不管是念 fungi 或者是 fungi 啊，这两个呢都是复数，那它的单数是 fungus， 就是菌类的意思。那么这里的 species 的话呢，就是物种里头的那个种啊。所以呢，我们讲到说，现今包含的所有的蘑菇来讲呢，大约有10万种已知的菌种存在。
And since we've told you the plural, how about the singular of fungus? F-U-N-G-U-S, F-U-N-G-U-S. And if you can't remember F-U-N-G-I, just take fungus and add an E-S. That's also one of the plurals of this word.
没错，那如果呢你习惯了背 fungus 单数的菌啊，那你呢这个记不起来它不规则变化的复数，你也可以直接呢帮它加 es， 也是可以代表它的复数的。
Okay, let's continue. Out of all these species, 100,000, there are about 80 that produce light through a process called bioluminescence. So we're taking a look at these strange growing things, and we find that they're even stranger, or at least 80 kinds of them, can give off a light. You might have an alarm clock or a clock in your home, and after you turn out the lights, you can still read or see the face of the clock. That's not bioluminescence, but that is glowing light. And nature has its own kind of glowing light, that really big word, bio, which means life, luminescence means shining or glowing.
好，所以接下来这一句呢，它进一步来讲了啊，在这10万种的这个菌种之中啊 ，out of 点点点啊，在什么什么之中呢？在这10万种当中啊，大约有80种的这个菌类呢，啊，菌种它是能够透过一个过程，叫做生物发光的过程呢，来制造光亮，来产生光亮的啊。所以这里的 process 的话，这个名词是指什么的过程？那这里的 produce 的话呢，或者等于刚刚那个 Bruce 老师有讲到了一个 give off 这样的一个片语就是这个产生光亮都可以。
Bioluminescence is fairly rare, but it does occur in some living things, such as fireflies, deep-sea fish, and plankton. So we don't see this very often. In fact, we seldom see it, so we can say that it is rare. We don't often encounter it, but it does occur. We can see it. It does exist in some living things, such as fireflies, which we have in Taiwan, up in the mountains of central Taiwan, deep-sea fish. No, you cannot go and swim and see deep-sea fish. You have to go in a submarine in order to go that hundreds or thousands of meters deep. There's no light at all from the sun, so they create their own light, these strange fish. And plankton. Plankton are very, very small, one-celled or a few cells animals, and they're very important, although they're very small, because many, many animals in the sea live on plankton, including the biggest animals, the whales.
好，所以接下来这一句呢，讲到说了生物发光这个过程所以呢，刚刚呢也是这个Bruce 老师讲到，就是呢，它是大自然界自己产生光亮的方法，相对于我们人工的像闹钟那样的方式的。那么这个生物发光呢，它是相当的罕见。这里的 fairly 就是相当的。那么 rare 的话，一般我们来讲，在同类中很少见，我们就会用 rare 那当然有时候你看到我们讲说 unusual 的话，那可能是指说平常不太发生，比较不寻常的。那这里的话，我们用 rare 在同类当中，它很少见这种生物发光的行为或这个过程。但是呢 ，it 是指这个生物发光，它 does occur， 这里是一个强调语气，它确实会发生这里的 occur 也等于 happen。好，那发生在什么地方呢？发生在一些生物的身上。比如说 such as 像是这个萤火虫，或者是深海的鱼类，或者是很多海底生物它们的食物就是浮游生物。所以刚刚呢，这个Bruce老师有提到说，很多的海底生物是 live on plankton。这个 live on 就是呢，以什么来作为食物来维生的。
Okay. How it actually occurs was considered a mystery until very recently. It, of course, is bioluminescence. It's rare. You can only see it at night. And of course, you can't even see it unless you're in a submarine in the ocean. So that's why it's so rare. That's why it was a mystery, something very, very hard to understand until recently. That means now science comes in and will figure it out and explain it to us.
没错，那这里我们看到了一个 until 这样的用法就是前面这件事情呢，一直到什么时候为止之前，它都是那个状态所以 until very recently 到非常晚近的时期之前呢所以呢一直以来呢，这个生物发光实际上是怎么发生的？它一直被认定是一个谜团，是一个谜直到非常晚近的时间，这个才有了变化。
As it turns out.That means after studying something, we can finally understand the end of our study or the end of a process is turning out. What is the final situation? Most glowing organisms. Here's another word for animals or plants. Organisms are living things. They have two special chemicals, natural chemicals that they produce themselves.That are mixed with oxygen. When oxygen is added to these two chemicals, we get bioluminescence, which can simply be called cold light.
没错，所以接下来我们看到了一个很好用可以记起来的，叫做 as it turns out 这个呢表达的意思就是说事实证明是所以刚刚呢 Bruce 老师有提到，比如说在一个这个研究的最后或者是一个过程的最后 the end 的时候呢，它证明是怎么样，结果是怎么样，就可以用这个 as it turns out 那么事实证明是怎么样呢？大部分的这个发光的生物它们呢都有2种这个很特别的化学物质，是当跟这个氧气一混合的时候呢，就会制造出冷光的。
Now we'll take a look at our second paragraph. Glowing mushrooms can be found scattered around the world. Remember, glowing is a special kind of shining. It's not a bright light. We sometimes say that the stars glow in the sky because they can't hurt your eyes. It's not that bright. And mushrooms, some of these 80 species of mushrooms, produce their own light, and it's not bright, but you can see it at night. Well, where are these mushrooms? They're all over the world. If we say scattered, some here, some there, some everywhere, but not many.
所以呢，接下来这个我们看到第二段的第一句，讲到这个绿光的这个蘑菇哦，这里的 glowing， 刚刚呢 Bruce 老师有讲到了，它这个发光，但是不是那种很刺眼的光哦。那么在这里当然就是我们说的这个冷光啦哦，所以我们都称为绿光蘑菇呢，它呢是可以 be found 哦，可以见到。可以见到这些绿光蘑菇在什么地方呢 ？Scattered around the world， 就是在全世界的各地散布着。所以刚刚有提到 scatter 这个动词呢，它是指这边一些、那边一些的散布的方式啊，零星的稀疏的分布，就会用到 scatter 这样的一个描述法。
They show up deep in the jungles of Brazil and in the forests of North Carolina in the U.S.So here are two examples of this scattering. One is in South America in the Amazon River Basin, the world's largest tropical rainforest, but also they can be found in North America, in North Carolina, which is on the east coast of the United States, not so far from Washington, D.C., but they're not found there in a city. They're found in the beautiful mountains and forests of that state.
没错，那所以接下来呢，讲到这些绿光蘑菇啊，它们 show up 就是出现在什么地方呢？这边讲了它们两个散布的地方，一个呢是在这个巴西的这个丛林的深处，另外一个则是在美国北卡的这个森林的深处啊。所以呢，在这两个地区，我们都可以看到这些绿光的蘑菇呢出现。
They also can be seen in isolated islands off Japan, where they are called fairies of the forests. Okay, here's a third place where we can find these bioluminescent mushrooms. Small islands, of course they're off the coast. If they're part of the coast, they're not islands. Islands must be separated and surrounded by water.We don't know which islands these are, but we could find out. It's there. They are called the Fairies of the Forest, and that, of course, is the title or part of the title of this lesson.
没错，所以呢，接下来讲到第三个，它 scatter 它这个散布的地方了啊，就是讲到呢，这个绿光蘑菇它也可以被发现于，也可以在什么地方被见到哦，叫做 also can be seen， 在什么地方呢 ？Isolated 本来是指被孤立的哦，被隔离的。好，那这里就是指呢，这个 isolated islands， 我们讲的离岛。离岛，那这边因为它是一个复数离岛群所以有 islands。那么是哪里的离岛呢 ？Off Japan。那我们当用到 off 的时候 ，off 通常是指与什么是分离的，与什么是离开的所以呢，这里是日本的离岛群他们也可以看到这些绿光蘑菇，而且呢 ，where 也就是在那儿呢，他们被称为是森林中的精灵。
With so many of these mushrooms in different places.Again, this is the scattering we're talking about. Japan, Brazil, the United States, and other places as well. But they're not all, say, in Africa or all in Europe. No. They are spread out or scattered around the world. But we still have a question, and that is, a question remains for us. Why do they glow? We told you how they glow.Two chemicals mix with oxygen, and that produces the bioluminescence, whether it's a fish, a mushroom, an insect, and so on. But why do they produce this? What is the purpose? What is the point of their glowing?
好，所以接下来这一段的最后一句讲到说了，那么有着这么多这种蘑菇哪种蘑菇？当然就是这种会发光的绿光蘑菇呢，在那么多个不同的地方所以呢，这边再次的提到刚刚我们使用这个 scatter。这个字它的用意，因为呢，就像刚刚 Bruce 老师讲的，它并不是全部都在非洲啦，或者全部都在亚洲啦，它是这边一些那边也有这里也有，这样子的时候，你就会用 scatter around the world， 或者刚刚 Bruce 老师用了一个片语叫做 spread out。Can we spell that, please?
S-P-R-E-A-D. S-P-R-E-A-D. Spread. And 不规则的 spread, spread, spread.
所以呢，这里的话呢，用 spread out 或者用这个 scatter around 可以表达这个相同的概念那么呢，有了这么多这种绿光的蘑菇，在这么多不同的地方但是相同的一个问题，有一个问题呢依然存在，叫做 remains 因为 remains 是表示持续或者是停留在某一个状态，所以这里的话就是有一个问题它依然存在，就是那他们为什么要发光呢？所以也就是刚刚布鲁斯老师提到的 What's the purpose 那么这个目的 purpose 这个字，我们也请老师拼一下
P-U-R-P-O-S-E P-U-R-P-O-S-E Purpose
那么所以到底他们这样发光的目的是什么呢？
Have you heard in Taiwan we have the fireflies? I think it's in Nantou County.
I think that's one of the place. Yeah.
It's more than one?
That 我记得还有Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. Well, if you search on the internet, as we all do, you could input fireflies in Taiwan, and this happens only during a short time during a year. They don't do it all the time, and that may help us to understand why these animals or plants do something.
And I think also the answer is coming, right?
Oh, okay, good.
So you are going to tell us about it very soon. 好，所以刚刚呢，其实是提到说，在我们台湾的话，就有一个很近的例子，那当然就是萤火虫所以除了南投之外，我记得也还有一些其他的地方呢，是在一年当中就是有一些特定的时分有一个特定的时间点的话呢，是大家可以去欣赏萤火虫的萤火虫季那么到底这个他们这样发光的生物发光的目的是什么呢？那么就像刚刚这个提到 Bruce 老师很快会在接下来的文章告诉我们，原来答案是这个样子的。
Okay, let's go on to the next paragraph, and it's the last one. According to the latest research, the mushrooms glow to attract insects. Research is when we study something to find out more about it. The latest means the most recent, not long ago, in fact, a very short time ago. Scientists found that the point or the purpose of this light is to attract insects. The light, as we know, in the summer, if you have a light bulb on your balcony, a lot of moths will come. That light attracts insects naturally, and so does bioluminescence. But why do they do this? Well, mushrooms don't have seeds. They have spores, which are much, much, much smaller. It's almost impossible to see them clearly with your eye. They're so small. But if an insect goes towards the light and goes onto the surface, it will pick up these spores and then fly to other locations, fly to other places, and the spores then will have a new environment to try to grow up in.
所以呢，最后这段讲到说，那么根据最新的研究显示呢，这个蘑菇我们的绿光蘑菇发光就是为了来吸引昆虫，那么借此呢，将这个蘑菇的这个孢子呢，能够带到新的地点去。
It is quite similar to how brightly colored flowers attract bees and butterflies to spread pollen. So something similar in nature is when we have birds and insects and bees and so on. They go to flowers to drink the nectar, and as they do that, they pick up the pollen, not spores this time, but the pollen is what we call it, And they do the same thing. They go from place to place, the pollen falls off, or the seeds, and the plants can grow in many more places than they would otherwise.
那么接着讲到这个就非常的类似于呢，色彩鲜明的花朵是如何的吸引蜂跟蝶来传播花粉的行为那么只不过是把它换成黑暗中，用光来吸引罢了。
Right, so the birds and insects, when they go to flowers, that's in the day. Most flowers open in the day. But these other creatures do it in the dark or at night. Okay, we've got a couple words we want to repeat or review with you. We think they're important and helpful. The first is the verb scatter, because it means to spread out, spread around, and that's a very useful verb to know.
那就是散布或者是很零星稀疏的分布的意思。
And the other point is species. Remember, it ends in S, but it doesn't mean it's plural. Species depends on how many you're talking about. A species is, several species are.
那这个字比较特殊，它是单复数同形，也要小心哦。那么呢，这个以上是我们今天的课程。那么也欢迎大家在 YouTube 上面呢搜寻常春藤，那么来看我们的影片。那让我们呢陪你一起来复习喽。
Until the next time, bye bye.
第12页，探索科学，森林中的精灵，绿光蘑菇。
Glowing mushrooms, the fairies of the forest. There are about 100,000 known species of fungi, including all mushrooms. Out of all these species, there are about 80 that produce light through a process called bioluminescence. Bioluminescence is fairly rare, but it does occur in some living things such as fireflies, deep-sea fish, and plankton. How it actually occurs was considered a mystery until very recently. As it turns out, most glowing organisms have two special chemicals that mix with oxygen to produce cold light. Glowing mushrooms can be found scattered around the world. They show up deep in the jungles of Brazil and in the forests of North Carolina in the U.S. They also can be seen in isolated islands off Japan, where they are called fairies of the forest. With so many of these mushrooms in different places, a question remains. Why do they glow? According to the latest research, the mushrooms glow to attract insects, which carry the mushroom spores to new locations. It is quite similar to how brightly colored flowers attract bees and butterflies to spread pollen, just in the dark with lights.